Karen.
Thanks, Jen. You mentioned that tomorrow the president's going to give an update on the COVID effort. Can you give us any more details on that? Is there going to be a major announcement? What will he be talking about tomorrow?
Well, as you know, Karen, at every step in this process, and frequently, the president provides updates on how we're building on our capacity, right? Whether that is vaccine distribution or capacity at one point, testing capacity or supplies, PPE. So he will be building on that tomorrow. I don't have anything specific to preview for you in terms of the components at this point, but let me just give you a sense of kind of what we've been doing to address what we've seen, straining hospital capacity and needs as we've seen the surge in Omicron in recent weeks. To date, and he'll talk more about this tomorrow and build on it, is my point here. So we have helped more than 38 states and territories and deployed over 2,100 federal personnel and thousands of ventilators, ambulances, and other critical supplies. In addition, more than 13,000 National Guard members have been activated in 48 states to support vaccination, testing, and clinical care. These deployments are fully paid for, of course, by the federal government. Hundreds of military doctors and nurses are already on the ground in New York, New Hampshire, Vermont, Pennsylvania, Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Missouri, Arizona, New Mexico, with more to follow, and we're building on that. And this is all in addition to the hundreds of FEMA and HHS clinical staff. We've also shipped nearly 5.5 million pieces of PPE, from hospital gowns to N95s to gloves, in the last 2 weeks alone. And we've also invited our FEMA administrator to come and give you guys an update. Hopefully we'll be able to do that by the end of the week. But point is, we've been deploying a number of federal resources, and the president will talk more about specifics and more steps to build on that tomorrow.
And one quick one on testing. Last year, the administration had announced there would be $10 billion going to schools for testing. Today, the president last week specifically brought up that $10 billion when he made a pretty forceful statement about keeping schools open. Today, the administration announced 10 million tests per month will be going to schools. What's the accounting for the $10 billion? Did schools use that? Is that money gone? And that's why there's now a need for these additional tests to be sent out directly.
Well, the funding and money went to states to distribute to local school districts. That's how it essentially functioned. I think what the announcement today, and I'm happy to check on the specifics of the status of it for you, what the announcement today it reflects is our desire and our commitment to keep schools open and do everything we need to do to help keep schools open from the federal government. Now, a number of schools in nearly every state across the country has made arrangements with testing providers to provide schools with tests using that $10 billion in funds that you referenced, but it's been used in different ways from school district to school district. And so this is just a reflection, which has been consistent with how we've approached our efforts against the pandemic, to build on what we know works, and a reflection of our commitment to help school districts stay open. Go ahead in the back.
Hi, Jen. Two questions for you.
Sure.